after completing our review of current evidence, I am now recommending that non-medical masks be worn by staff, teachers, and students in grades 4 and above in Alberta. This means that when classes begin this fall, masks will be mandatory for students in grades 4 to 12 and all staff and teachers outside the classroom or when activities inside the classroom involve close interactions. This means that students in grades 4 through 12 will be required to wear masks while in common areas, outside the classroom, and on school buses. To be clear, masks are not required inside the classroom when students are seated and the teacher is distanced from the students, though they can still be worn if a student or teacher chooses. However, they are required in hallways and any shared places where students, staff, or teachers may not be able to maintain the recommended physical distancing requirements.
The safety and the well-being of our staff and our students has been and continues to be my #1 priority. After continuing to work with Dr. Deena Hinshaw's team and Alberta Health, emerging evidence has made it clear that masks can play an important role in limiting the spread of COVID-19 in our schools. As a result, mask use for students in grades 4 to 12, as well as all school staff, will be mandatory when school returns for the 2020-21 school year. Staff will be required to wear masks in all settings where physical distancing cannot be maintained, and students will be required to wear them in all shared and common areas such as hallways and on school buses. Mask use for kindergarten to grade 3 students will continue to be optional. This is because mask use for younger children is a challenge due to difficulties with proper fit and compliance. Additionally, current medical evidence indicates that children under 10 may be less likely than older children or adults to transmit COVID-19. I know Dr. Hinshaw will have more to say about this very shortly. We do not expect boards, teachers, staff, or parents to shoulder the financial burden associated with this new rule. To assist with these new guidelines, Alberta's government will provide every single kindergarten to grade 12 student with 2 reusable masks. This will ensure that students who are required to wear masks will have them and will allow for our kindergarten to grade 3 students to have masks should they wish to wear them. We will also provide all of our teachers, support staff, school staff, and bus drivers with 2 masks. In total, more than 1.6 million reusable masks will be provided to 740,000 students and 90,000 staff across our province. Additional single-use masks will also be available at schools in case students or staff misplace or forget their masks. Additionally, teachers and support staff, school staff, bus drivers will all receive 1 reusable face shield for their use in schools. 53,000 of these face shields will be provided from a generous donation offered by the Canadian Shield, with the remaining provided by Alberta's government. The use of face shields will be at the discretion of the individual staff member. While face shields can help reduce exposure, they are not equivalent to masks. That is why staff who choose to wear a face shield will still be required to wear a mask. As part of our school reentry plan, we indicated that entrances to schools and classrooms will require hand sanitizing stations. To assist our schools with stocking up on sanitizer, Alberta's government will provide approximately 466,000 litres of hand sanitizer to our school authorities across Alberta. The specific volume provided to an individual school authority will be based on student population. We will also be providing every single school, whether it be a public, separate, francophone, charter, or independent school, 2 contactless thermometers to assist with managing student and staff health. Thermometers use will be at the discretion of the school authority. All of these supplies will be distributed to school authorities prior to the start of the 2020-21 school year. Once received, each school authority will then distribute to their individual schools, staff, and students. To help reduce absences, my department is also working with Alberta Health and Alberta Health Services to explore the possibility of expanding testing capacity and reduce turnaround times for testing for school staff, teachers, and students. Today's announcement is a direct result of Alberta's government continuing to listen to expert medical advice, as well as our commitment to working with our education system. Our school authorities are already developing return-to-school plans that meet the needs of their own communities, some of which have already been released. Alberta's government will continue working with them as they work to adapt our guidelines to their own local context. We will also continue to work with our school authorities to ensure that they have the support they need and are well equipped for a safe and successful return to school in the 2020-21 school year. Our guidelines for school reentry will continue to evolve to ensure they reflect the most up-to-date medical advice.